Hey, what's up, solar family? It's James here. Hopefully you're doing amazing. Before I dive into the video, if you haven't scheduled your free solar strategy call with me personally, there's going to be a pop-up somewhere up here somewhere, or go down to the description and schedule your free solar strategy call. Like, I'd love to answer any questions you have, whether it's sales or marketing. So in this video, I want to go over how you can separate yourself from your competitors. Because at the end of the day, we're all slanging the same thing, right? The solar panels are coming from the same manufacturers. The inverters are coming from the same manufacturers. So what separates you from Tom, Dick, and Harry over there? And that's something that you really need to identify, and it's something that you need to work on every single day is, how do I separate myself from everybody else? Because if you really think about it as well, the people in your office, your colleagues, other sales reps in the area, they're all your competitors, right? And there's two things that you need to really understand how you can separate yourself from everybody else, because like I said, we're all slanging the same ish, right? So the first way you can separate yourself is, by telling your story, right? So let me give you an example. I had a solar strategy call a few minutes ago, and that's what's inspired me to make this video, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna watch this video and he'll know who I'm talking about when he watches this video. He lives out in Sonoma, California, and the reason why he got into solar, he gave me this amazing story, is because of the fires out there in Northern California, and he experienced it firsthand. He actually helped a lot of homeowners evacuate, so he wants to help his community basically. So after he told me that, I was like, man, I was about to shed a tear, like literally. And I was like, man, that's so amazing, right? And he was like, yeah, well, what's amazing about it? I said, it's an amazing story that you can tell, homeowners when you're sitting down with them, right? Because they're gonna feel that in their heart, right? And if you could connect and make a heartfelt connection, that actually goes a long way, right? And everyone has their own story, right? Whether it's, coming from a different, career, and then maybe you saw solar as a more purposeful career that you could get into and something you could stand behind. Whatever that is, I would always weave that into the presentation, right? It normally happens towards the beginning, as you're going through like credibility and things like that with your company. That's what the second thing that you need to go over, which I'll go over in a second, is weave that in, right? Weave that in. Your story is gonna go really, really long way. Whatever your story is, right? Everybody has their own story. The second thing is what separates your company, right? Because now you kind of separate yourself from, Tom, Dick, and Harry and other solar consultants out there. So the second thing that you need to understand is, so how am I gonna articulate, or how am I gonna explain to the homeowner what separates my company from everybody else? Because in the homeowner's eyes, we're all the same, right? As far as installs and things like that, obviously we're all slanging the same products. We have a crew that's gonna go up, install the system. But what really separates you from everybody else, or your company from everyone else, and that's what you need to tell a homeowner. And the reason why, what separates us from all our competitors is XYZ, right? Whatever that is, right? Whatever that is. Maybe it's your reputation in Yelp, or maybe in a better business bureau. Maybe you guys installed 1,000 units just in the area alone. Or more importantly, right, your philanthropy work. That goes a long way in a homeowner's eyes, that you guys or your company actually contributes to the Lupus Foundation or the Children's Hospital, or maybe, some of the proceeds goes to, feed the homeless or whatnot. Right? So that's what's really gonna tie it in, that's gonna separate your company from everybody else. Because like I said, there's two things that you need to do to separate yourself from everybody else. Is first and foremost, tell your story. And secondly, what does your company do that separates themselves from the rest of the competition? And ideally, if you have, philanthropy work, or maybe your company does philanthropy work, which is amazing, right? Because that's another reason why a homeowner would want to install solar, is because they want to stand behind something, right? And even though maybe, you know, they are going to save some money, yeah, that's great. Maybe they're not into the environment. Maybe they're not a true believer as far as like the environmental impact of putting on solar. But I'm pretty sure they'll stand behind, you know, feeding the homeless, you know, the Lupus Foundation, or even helping the Children's Hospital. And some of those proceeds from their solar system is going to go to that, right? So you can see how much more powerful that is, you know, to really separate yourself from everybody else. Because at the end of the day, everybody has the same sales pitch, right? Except my guys and my guys and gals, my students that I teach, because I'm always thinking of ways to separate ourselves from everybody else, right? So that's something that you can use, you know, during your sales presentation. I know it's going to help you close a lot more deals. And again, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you smash the subscribe button, and also, more importantly, click that little bell so you know you guys get all my updated videos as it comes out. And if you haven't scheduled your solar strategy call, there's gonna be that pop-up somewhere around here, or go down to the description, schedule that call, and I'd love to dive in more details, you know, strategies that I teach my guys to really separate themselves from everybody else. Other than that, have an amazing day. Peace.